A man suddenly found himself transported from 2022 straight into the distant past. The moment he stepped inside a massive castle, he looked around in amazement. Everything seemed so realistic that he assumed he had somehow walked onto the set of a historical movie. As he explored the castle grounds, his eyes landed on a beautiful young woman in the crowd. He approached her and started a conversation. She explained that she was a servant of the king. They had barely begun talking when the captain of the royal guards suddenly arrived. Without warning, he grabbed the woman from behind. The man was furious and immediately protested. The guard drew his sword and threatened to cut out his tongue if he spoke again. Even then, the man wasn't worried. He still believed everything around him was part of a film production. Just then, a royal messenger arrived and summoned him to the palace. The interruption saved him from further trouble, but the real adventure was only beginning. Inside the throne room, the king mistakenly believed that he was an official messenger from Normandy. The king asked when the duke would arrive to discuss a marriage alliance. Still convinced he was on a movie set, the man casually made up a random date. To his surprise, the king accepted the answer without question. The king then ordered his soldiers to make sure the guest was comfortable. A little later, the man asked to use the restroom. The guards had no idea what he meant. After several awkward gestures, they finally understood and escorted him to the castle's toilet. The sight nearly made him sick. The place was so filthy that he joked his pigs back home lived in cleaner conditions. While he was complaining about the smell, a crowd suddenly rushed past him. Curious, he asked what was happening. Nearby dwarf explained that a rebel was about to be executed. The man wanted nothing to do with it. But moments later, the prisoner was dragged onto the execution platform. Trying to lighten the mood, he cracked a joke lick.